because they want to defund the police, and Biden wants to defund the police.
Sir, he does not.
Look, he signed a charter with Bernie Sanders.
It says nothing about defunding the police.
Oh, really? It says abolish. It says defund. Let's go.
All right.
Get me the charter, please.
All right.
So that led to a very interesting exchange where he had his staff go out and get the highlights from that 100-page compact that the Biden team and the Trump team, rather the Biden team and the Sanders team had signed. And he went through it and he found a lot of things that he objected to that Biden has agreed to, but he couldn't find any indication, because there isn't any, that Joe Biden has sought to defund and abolish the police.
So what you just saw there was Chris Wallace on Fox News catching Donald Trump in an absolute whopper of a red-handed lie about Joe Biden and defunding the police. Trump basically said that Biden wants to defund the police or otherwise get rid of the cops, and Chris Wallace, as one of the few journalists with integrity at Fox News, said there is nothing in Joe Biden's platform suggesting that, and Biden's remarks have never even intimated defunding. And Trump said, yes, it does. It's in the Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden task force documents. He goes to get the documents and it's not in there. As Wallace notes, there's lots in there Trump doesn't like. None of it is about defunding the police. And that's the crux of the matter. Donald Trump is lying even more brazenly than he often does. And this man is a brazen liar because he's desperate to try and tar and feather Joe Biden as something he's not. I think what's happening here is that Joe Biden has a position that's hard for Trump to criticize, because I can criticize Joe Biden's position from the left, from somebody that does support defunding the police, maybe even abolishing the police. I can critique Joe Biden's position, who wants to give the police more money, who in some ways wants to expand the police. You could talk about Joe Biden and the crime bill from the 1990s. This is not a man that's really ever taken the side of the people over the police. He's never taken the side of innocent African Americans over the police. He never has. That's not Joe Biden. You can like Joe Biden or hate Joe Biden, but that's who Joe Biden is. He's never been critical or skeptical of police force. It's just not him. And so Trump can't really say that, oh, I'm going to be, more hard on the police because Republicans love the police. So he has to make up these positions about Joe Biden. It's just not true. Even Bernie, one of my criticisms of Bernie was that he didn't really back the defund movement. Bernie's position was that you need to spend more money on police for better training. Better wages for police will lead to higher quality police, and so on and so forth. And I patently disagree with Bernie on that. I think that those things can play elements, but number one, first and foremost, is the police get too much money and they have too much power, and you need to reduce both. So that's the thing here. There's lots to criticize Joe Biden on, but Donald Trump's criticisms are rarely, if ever, correct. And I have to say, this is yet another instance, guys, where I wish to the bottom of my heart that Joe Biden was even something like what Republicans talk about him as. That if Joe Biden was even a quarter of the leftist that Fox News generally and Donald Trump and the online right-wing media portray him as, we would be getting such a good president. But Joe Biden isn't at all like that. And I think it's causing a lot of fits within Republican circles who have to try to make up increasingly brazen lies about him, supposedly supporting radical policies. It's just not there.